Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Missouri Tigers. Taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Spartans will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right.
Oh, picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking for the score. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
From deep in their own territory, looking to throw. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Looking to throw it again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Dances away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets it out quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and management. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll set up to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Ready to try the point after. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'll keep it on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Open runway ahead. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Baylor is getting its clock clean today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Middle Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The play action fake. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. The Tigers have it with a first and goal. Corners are going to bail. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. On the move, he fires. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk cut.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball. That's a 32.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds a little space. And he's running in the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Missouri 21, Michigan State 7.
Fair catch called for and made. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to...
And they got him for the sack. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. It's complete to the right. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And that pass intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got rid of it just in time. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Clock is wound down. Just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide out in motion. To the air on 1st down. Trying to get to it. He's going to take off. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the try is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They've got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback. Which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Charlotte. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Toss sweep to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll...
Missouri.
And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Finds a man on the right. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Missouri 28, Michigan State 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now the play fake. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Going to the running game. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Zings it complete to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Spartans want to move quickly. Back to the air one more time. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man in the middle. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's caught. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Sparty.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Handoff to the lone back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being ahead.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
This offense did what they needed to do. They knew it was going to be tough, having to deal with the noise here on the road. Job well done.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. DBs will try to keep everything in front. The give and the run on 4th down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. We sensed a great deal of confidence.